Okay, Bar Ilan University, are they here? That's interesting. Technical challenges and the time might be difficult. So we'll jump right to Haifa University. Haifa, are you available? I see you here. Yay!
Hi.
Someone's with me. That's
Of course.
great.
Thank you for
So Haifa, you have, let's go for 7 minutes because we want to make sure that if someone, will be joining us a bit late, then they'll still have the opportunity to present. So your 7 minutes will start now, and I'll let you know a minute before the end of the time.
Could you enable screen sharing for me?
I do think it's available.
I just tried and it says host disabled participant screen sharing.
Bevakasha, there you go.
Thank you.
Pleasure.
Hi, everyone. My name is Shireen. Oh, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, great. Sorry, it seems to be stuck.
We don't see your screen just yet, but I'm sure it would come up in a second.
That's interesting. So, 1 second. I think this is stuck. Okay. Everything just seems to be stuck right now. Sorry. I actually can't do anything at the moment. I don't know what's the problem.
Is it because of me or?
No, okay. Sorry, I don't know what the problem was, but I
now
hope
we
that you
can
can
see.
Yeah, okay, great. Sorry about that. So hi, everyone. Thank you for joining today. My name is Shireen. I'm a representative at the University of Haifa International School. And I'll tell you a little bit about different opportunities that we offer at the University of Haifa in English, but also pathways into a degree in Hebrew. And if you have any questions, and put them in the Q&A, and at the end, I assume at the end of the lecture, we'll be able to take questions and answer. All right, so the University of Haifa is located in the city of Haifa, which is the third largest city in Israel, and we're the largest city in the north of Israel in the Galilee region. We're situated right on top of Mount Carmel along the Mediterranean coastline. So we're a port city and also a mountain city, which is a really cool combination. And not only do we have the diversity of different vegetation, different atmospheres here, we also have a very diverse population. And are sort of a pearl of, or Haifa is sort of a pearl of coexistence within Israel, and boasts the diversity of the social fabric of Israel society. We also have 2 World Heritage Sites. One is the Baha'i Gardens, and the other is Mount Carmel itself, which is an archaeological gem. The Baha'i Gardens is a religious site to the Baha'i religion. So it's this beautiful, accessible garden that's open to the public as well. And you'll often see it on postcards. Haifa also houses Israel's largest high-tech industries center with companies such as Intel, Microsoft, Google, IBM, which we also have here on campus at the University of Haifa, and other companies. Now, a little bit about the University of Haifa itself. So whenever you see this high tower, that's also in my background, by the way, this is the Eshkol Tower that is part of the University of Haifa campus. We have different locations. We also have a location downtown now, which houses some of our faculties. The University of Haifa was founded in 1972 and is home to 7 faculties, 8 schools, 72 research centers and institutes, and other special programs. It's a pretty large school. We have about 18,000 students every year. And this is a view of our campus. So you can see you have the best view in the whole country. And you can also see the university from pretty much everywhere in the north. If you look at the very top, for example, that's already the border to Lebanon. And you have this beautiful 3D 360-degree surround view of the national park, as well as the Mediterranean Sea. And here you can see in orange the student building that houses the international school. But we share the buildings with other faculties as well, of course. Now, the international school was established 35 years ago, and we have about 1,000 students every year from over 40 countries represented. So it's very diverse, also internationally speaking. And the students are actually in different programs. So they might be part of study abroad programs, gap year programs, which are short-term programs, our language programs, which are either intensive programs in the summers and winters or part-time programs throughout the semester. And we also have a program called TACA, which I'll talk about a little bit later because it's relevant also for Olim Chadashim. And we also offer English language graduate programs. So this is a list of our graduate programs. They're always changing as well. So if you're planning your Aliyah in a little bit and you're interested in a graduate program, you might want to keep an eye out because we keep adding different programs. And yeah, so for example, marine biology was just added last year and it's been a very good success. And yeah, so we have programs in the political sciences, programs in MBA programs, programs in more the humanities, programs in global health, statistics, and so on. I'll leave this here for just a couple of seconds so you can take a look at our different master's programs. We also, of course, have master's programs that are taught in Hebrew for those who are interested. And there's, of course, a much bigger choice as well at the University of Haifa of master's programs taught in Hebrew. Now, this might be relevant for students who are in the high school age or about to finish high school or are already undergraduate students and are thinking of just a short-term exposure. We offer study abroad and gap year programs where students can come for a semester or a year to explore campus life in Haifa, student life in Israel in general, and take academic classes that will get them credits also that are transferable to different institutions abroad. So these are
you have 1 minute.
Okay, thank you. I'll be browsing through. Part of our study, all of our academic programs is also social activities and student life. We have madrichim that take care of our students when they come and are available 24/7 for emergencies and whatnot. We also plan a whole social activities calendar around our program so that students get to really see the country and travel to different locations. Our students are also allowed to live on campus, and we have a sports center with a gym here. Now, this is information about our language programs. We do have a lot of Olim Chadashim also taking our language programs separately. If they have a background, we also have a specific preparatory program for students who are thinking of doing a degree in Hebrew. It's a challenge. It's not so easy to start a degree program in Hebrew, but we got you and we're preparing you for your entrance exams and we're preparing you for the Hebrew level that's required of you. So students, you can read a little bit about it. The program includes English classes, academic English classes for high school students, scientific English classes, and of course, intensive Hebrew classes. They're open to Olim Chadashim and also covered by the Minhal HaStudentim, by the student authority. So that's very important for you to know. And students are eligible to live on campus.
Thank you.
Sorry, 1 second. General information about for Olim Chadashim, you will probably get from other sources as well. So I'll just tell you then in addition to what I just said, we also have, you're also allowed to write things, exams and papers in English, and you get extra time. Thank you very much.
Fantastic. you'd like to stop the share, that would be wonderful. Wonderful.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're always welcome to write questions on the chat box, and I'll read from our office in Perth. Our assisting is assisting us with the question that would be later on. So all presenters, please bear with us till the end of the session, please. Hebrew University, how are you doing? Where are you?
We're doing great. Hi.
Great.
I'm also going to share screen, please.
Go ahead.
Yes. Okay.
You might want to speak a bit louder.
Yes. Hi, everyone. My name is Avital. I'm an academic advisor in the Mechina program at the Rothberg International School at Hebrew University. Sorry. So I'm going to explain a little bit about our Mechina program, which is a preparatory program for students who are interested in studying in university in Hebrew U. And of course, if you have any questions about other programs at Hebrew University, feel free to reach out as well. And I'll either answer you or give you the contact, your question to the person who can't answer. Okay, so why Hebrew University? Hebrew U is ranked as the top university in Israel. We're among the top 100 universities worldwide. We have over 24,000 students from Israel and around 2,000 students from 90 different countries. We are actively engaged in international cooperation for research and teaching. We have signed over 300 agreements for joint projects with other universities. And Hebrew U is a leader in bringing about change in the global community in science, economics, agriculture, environmental quality, and public health. A little bit about us. We were founded in 1925. Among our founders were Albert Einstein, Martin Buber, Sigmund Freud, and Chaim Weizmann. We have over 8 Nobel Prize winners, 5 campuses, 13 libraries, and over 100 research centers. And now I'm just going to explain a little about this, specifically the Mechina program, which every year we have students from all the countries that we have here today, South Africa, England, and Australia. We like to call the Mechina program Habayit HaAkademi HaRishon Shelcha. Bayit, which means home in Hebrew, because it's a relatively small program, so it's very supportive. Every Mechina student has an academic advisor who you can always be in touch with and knows what's going on. Also, socially, we have a student life department that has activities I'll explain about later, but also for more personal connection. Academy is academic. The courses are high academic level. It's really the perfect transition from high school into university. We have university recognized courses, the best Hebrew department. We have students coming in with no Hebrew background, level Aleph, and complete a full year of Mechina, and they can start a full degree in Hebrew. Every year we have many, many students who do this, so we know it's possible, and even more than possible, they do it successfully, and we're very proud of it. And Rishon means the first academic home in Israel, so it's really the first steps into Israeli culture and society. If it's the Hebrew language, learning about Israeli culture, we have different tours. Our classes try to bring inside learning about Israeli society and the diversity in it. So that is our motto. What are our goals? Preparation for academic studies in Israel. את יכולה רק להגיד לי 2 דקות לפני הסוף? Okay. Developing academic critical thinking, imparting study skills, imparting tools for independent study, improvement of Hebrew and English language skills, expanding general knowledge, and exploring various cultures. We have students from many, many different countries, and it's a very interesting and lovely experience to see all of the different students connect from such different backgrounds. So who comes to study in Mechina? We have students with a non-Israeli high school diploma. I will say that students who come from your countries, from England, South Africa, and Australia, your high school diploma is usually equivalent to the Israeli Bagrut. That means that you don't have to do mechina in order to start university, but we still recommend it because usually the Hebrew level that the students come with is not high enough. So it's basically also gives you another way to get admitted to Hebrew U, also through your mechina grades and also through your high school grades. We also have new immigrants, Olim Chadashim, who can have a scholarship through Minal Studentim that was mentioned, but we also have international students who don't want to make Aliyah yet or at all, and then they are entitled for a Masa scholarship and some scholarship also from Hebrew University. There's a special price for certain students, from excellent students that is from the Rothberg International School. Our uniqueness at Hebrew University is really the Hebrew. So studying in Hebrew, living in Hebrew, you get to live in Jerusalem, which is a multicultural city. We have here a few pictures of showing, I'm sure all of you know what it's like to be in Jerusalem. So it's really the greatest benefit of coming to study with us. I think I'm going to skip this. I'm just going to say that like we have different tracks and the mechina can also help you get accepted to Hebrew U because we have a track that you can get accepted based on our mechina grades without psychometry or SAT. So that's like one of the main benefits.
You have less than 2 minutes, sorry.
Okay, so I'm going to stop the share screen and I want to invite Anne, who is a Hebrew U alumnus, to talk about her experience at Hebrew University. Thank you.
Thank you. I came to Jerusalem to the Hebrew U from Belgium. I live now in London. I went straight to university, which was quite an interesting way of going in. So I didn't do the mechina, but because my Hebrew was kind of good enough to get started, I had lots of help. Thankfully, most of the study books were in English. But what was quite amazing, I found, was the international atmosphere on campus. I lived on campus in Resnick dorms, and the fact that there were students from everywhere, all mixed together, was quite incredible. The life was amazing. I had, a great time studying. The help, the library, everything was, I did my BA and MBA at the Hebrew University. And I still have friends today from university, and that's quite a while ago. And I would highly recommend anyone to go and study at Hebrew University, even if it's just for the mechina. But I know a lot of my friends who came from other places, not from the school I came from, where we managed to get straight into Hebrew. But people that did the mechina went afterwards, continued their undergrad and graduate studies sometimes. And it was a great experience. There were some trips during the weekends. It was just, I had probably some of my best years at the Hebrew University. So I'm always happy to talk to anyone that is looking or thinking of going. Personally, I would really recommend it, both from academic background, but also from a social background as well, which I think as a university student, you don't just want to go to university for the academic part, but also for student life as well. So definitely a good mixture at the Hebrew University. And as Avital said, you're in Jerusalem, which is an amazing city. And the cultural aspect of it is quite incredible as well. Yeah.
Thank you, Anne. Thank you very much. That was an interesting touch to talk to someone who graduated, a real thing. As I said, we can write the questions in the chat box. And from the Hebrew University, we'll switch to IDC Herzliya. How are you doing there? You need to unmute yourself.
I'm unmuted. Hi, my name is Stephanie Miller. I'm the head of admissions at the Rafael Recanati International School at the IDC Herzliya. The IDCs were started 27 years ago in Hebrew and 20 years ago in English. We're a relatively small university. Israel's first non-profit private university. We have 7,500 students here, most studying in Hebrew, but 2,200 studying in English. They come from 91 different countries, and we have 3-year BA and BSc degrees, and we have MA degrees as well. So can you share screen, please?
Yes, you can.
Thank you. So let's go back. Okay, so this is the front, get the gate, entrance to the IDC. We've got a beautiful green campus in Herzliya, 10 minutes from the beach. We've got on the left-hand side, you can see the dorms. We've had dorms now for 3 years, and they are suites. Everybody gets their own bedroom, kitchen, and bathroom, and we have plenty of place for internationals and Israeli students. So firstly, I want to just give a few facts. We have 90 South African students on campus, 48 Brits and 15 Australians. And for next year, we have so far 55 South Africans, 35 Brits and 6 Australians who've applied to come and study here. We teach, can you just show you what we, okay. So this is where all our students come from in the international school. For networking, there is nothing better. You're together in class with students from all over the world for 3 years. You make really good friends. Then someone goes back to their country and you working in similar web, for example, in Tel Aviv, and you need someone from Panama, and you remember, oh, right, Niv is from Panama, and you contact him and he was in class with you, and that's how the networking starts, and it works really well. These are undergraduate degrees. We have business administration, business and economics, which is a double major, entrepreneurship and business, double major, psychology, sustainability and government, which is a double major, communications, government, computer science, entrepreneurship and computer science, which is a double major. For the quantitative degrees, you need really good maths, and so you've got to concentrate on maths during from South Africa, your matric, from the UK, your A levels, from Australia, your HSC. The other degrees, you just need a good overall background and a good overall marks in order to get in. From the UK, you can apply with predicted grades because you won't have the grades until August, probably, if you're coming straight here from school. And for Australia and for South Africa, you can wait for your matric results, or you can apply a bit before. Australia, you can also apply once you've got your HSC. We also have Hebrew classes. So even though you're studying in English, we have up to 4 hours of Hebrew a week. So you can learn Hebrew or Pan. We have a summer or Pan for 6 weeks that you can also really study Hebrew. And also living in the dorms and going out to buy your food, etc., you pick up Hebrew pretty quickly as well. Second degrees, we have, as you can see, global MBA, 1-year MBA, an MA in behavioral economics, MA in government, MA in financial economics, organizational behavior and development, MA in healthcare innovation, MA in human computer interaction, and MSc in machine learning and data science. So these are also very popular degrees, and they're either a full year or 18 months, depending on the degree. Just to give you general living here at the IDC, we have a lot of religious life on campus. We have a rabbi and his wife. They do shiurim. We have shul services. During the week, we have Shabbats, where we have dinner on campus with the shul service. We have Shabbatons. We celebrate all the Jewish holidays. So anybody who wants anything religious, it's here. Anyone who doesn't, you don't have to partake. Nobody forces you. You just continue as normal. We also have a lot of extracurricular activities where you can go kayaking in the harbor here in Herzliya, in the port, with one of the professors. We have a lot of different clubs, like Entrepreneurial Club, with Green Club. We have a choir, dancing. What else? Just lots and lots of different clubs and activities. We have over 30 institutes on campus. We have a lot of exchange programs, 120 different universities from 38 different countries. And that's very popular. Most people go in their third year, the first semester of their third year. We offer scholarships, bursaries. We know that the South African rand is extremely weak. So we have special bursaries for South Africans. And we also have just generally scholarships for whoever needs. We also have merit scholarships for those who do really, really well in high school. And we Masa, you can apply for Masa. We have the Army scholarships as well. We have 300 lone soldiers studying here at the moment. And we also have about 150 graduates currently in the Army. What else can I tell you? Jobs.
That's fine. I mean, you have your time's up. If it's fine, you've covered a lot of ranges within the IDC. So thank you for that. And again, please, I see that you've put your contact details in the chat box. If any questions, please write them down in the chat box, and we can answer them later. College of Law and Business. Are you with us?
Yes, I am. Thank you.
Fantastic.
So hi everyone, my name is Aliyah. I'm from the College of Law and Business. I'm an academic advisor and the coordinator for the international programs here in the CLB. So the CLB is here for over 25 years, and we're celebrating now the 5th year of the international degrees here. We actually started as an extension of the Hebrew University, and then 25 years ago we decided to go on a separate path. And we still have like the spirit of the Hebrew University, but we're in a different place now. In Hebrew we have 5 different faculties, but I want to talk to you about all the English degrees that we can offer you guys. So you have 3 different degrees here. You can do the business administration program, you can do the LLB program, and you can actually do a dual track that actually combines both of the degrees. So the business administration program is actually going to be 3 years for you. It's going to be in a morning schedule. It's going to be only 3 days a week. So you can actually combine a different job if you want, or additional Ulpan lessons. It's going to be entirely in English, but if you want, students can actually come and choose to take classes in Hebrew just to be a part of the Hebrew class, which is a bit bigger, but it's very recommended. The law degree here is a bit different. We're actually the only academic institute in Israel that can offer our students an LLB degree in a bilingual law. So it means that you're going to do 50% of the degree in English and the rest of it will be in Hebrew. But then classes that are taught in Hebrew, students can actually prepare themselves and actually reply and do all the exams and answer all the study material in English. But we do encourage all the students to actually do it in Hebrew. The last semester is going to be entirely in English to prepare the students to the Israeli bar exam, to Mivchanei Halishka. And it's a very great program for all of you who wants to practice law here in Israel and also in New York State, because you can actually do, you have 2 options once you finish the law degree here. You can do an LLM program, the master's degree in law, in Cardozo School of Law in New York, or if you want, you can just take the bar in the New York bar. So this is two options that most of our students do. The best track we can offer you actually, it's just combining both of them. You can do a dual track. That means that in 4 years, students can actually graduate from 2 different degrees. And in both of the degrees, you're not going to just graduate with the degree itself. You're going to major in few different aspects of the degree. So in business administration, you're going to major mainly in innovation and entrepreneurship. And in the law program, you're going to choose between between 4 divisions. So you can actually major in criminal law, you can major in commercial law and capital law, and you can be part of the human rights division. So basically it's all up to you. All the classes are offered, all the elective classes are going to be in English for you, and we have international competitions you can do. You can do the ICC mediation competition. You can do arbitrary competition. You can do a lot of programs coming from all over the world. You can do You can do all the exchange competitions, and you can do summer classes in Oxford, in Harvard, in Cardozo. You can do it in Kent, in Chicago. Basically, it's all up to you. And we always try to find new material and stuff for students to do. So if the students know about any competition, they can actually come and suggest it to us, and we can make it as part of the curriculum itself. As regarding to the location of the CLB, we are in Ramat Gan, which is very close to Tel Aviv. So it means that if you're a young student in your 20 plus something years, you can actually come and be a part of the best city in Israel, Tel Aviv and Ramat Gan. The best nightlife, the best beaches, the best place to live as an Israeli. And this is pretty much it. Basically, one last thing that I do want all the students or prospective students to know is that we have a special discount coming from the CLB to all the people who came through the fair, through the Expo, and just contact us on private, and we can give you all the information. I think that this is pretty much it.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And again, you've covered so many things. We would go again, this lecture and these presentations are available offline afterwards. And I hope the presenters from the different academic institutions have uploaded their presentation to the homepage. And if you didn't, please, I invite you to do so. So that would be available afterwards for people to inquire. We have Hannah from the Ariel University joining us. Hannah?
Okay, yes, sure. I'll just share my screen.
Pleasure.
Can you see it? Is it okay?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. So I'm Hannah from Ariel University, the youngest and the fastest growing university in Israel. We're located in the tiny city of Ariel in Samaria. And our goal is to have academic excellence and to give the best education possible to our students. We are growing fast. We're the only institution which transitioned from being a college to a university. Right now, we have 7 faculties and schools, about 500 academic staff. We have 33 departments, meaning 33 different degrees and increasing, and about 16,000 students. Most of our degrees, all our undergraduate degrees are in English. And here you can see the faculties we have: engineering, architecture, social sciences, and humanities. We have a school of communication, faculty of health sciences. We have recently opened a medical school for a 4-year track. and of course the Faculty of Natural Sciences. Students come to Ariel University from all over the country, not just from the regions. As you can see, about 45% of our students come from Central Israel and only 23% from Judea and Samaria. Since we did grow up from a college, we still have that approach to our students. We want to give every student the attention he deserves and to have a personal approach. Therefore, we have several projects to assist students with special needs or special requirements through the Office of the Deans of Students. We do focus on graduate studies, and we invite PhD students and postdoctoral fellows to join Ariel University. We give them full financial support. We have dorms with about, we're supposed to have 8,000 places in our dorms, so it's going to be enough for every student. Our dormitories are new, and we try to give the students and the fellows the best environment possible to succeed in their scientific ventures. Also, many of our graduate students are international. Here you can see some of what we offer to our students, both international and Israelis, including guidance, full stipends, as I said, dorms on campus, funding to participate in international conferences, and also social activities around the year. In addition, we have some master's degrees which are open to students who do not speak Hebrew at all. These are the 6 degrees you can study even if you don't speak any Hebrew, which is computer science, chemistry, biology, electrical engineering, mechanical engineering, and industrial engineering and management. We also, in addition, have a very interesting MBA program, which is especially for Olim. This program starts on the first year in English, and you can start it without knowing any Hebrew. During the program, we have a special course of business English, which is a very intensive course. And the goal is at the end of this year to have you knowing enough Hebrew and enough understanding of Israel to join the regular MBA track with the Israeli students. So it's not only studying English, it's also having great absorption. And this program gives full stipends for Olim. Ariel University, also, as I said, we're a growing university. We have lots of open positions. Either these are administrative positions to work in the different divisions, departments of the university. And we're also looking for people who want to continue their scientific career here at Ariel University and to join our academic staff. People come to Ariel University from all over the world. We have students and staff from more than 30 countries, and also from South Africa. And we would like to invite you to Ariel University as well. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you very much. And if you'd like to, stop the share screen. Do we have any questions in the chat box? No, it doesn't seem like it.
Hi, nothing. No.
Okay. You can, if anyone wants to ask directly and not through the chat box, we have a few more minutes until the session is over. Or if any of the presenters feel that they want to add something, again, I remind you that this session is being recorded, so everything you would say would be available for someone afterwards if he or she couldn't participate in this session.
Hi, it's Yael from Bar-Ilan University. I didn't have the chance to present.
Yeah. Would
Hi.
you like to?
Yes, if I can, yes, of course. I will share one moment presentation, a very short presentation.
Sure.
Okay, so my name is
Good that
Yael.
you've joined us.
Thank you. Thank you for inviting us. And I'm Yael from Bar-Ilan University. It's one of the top universities in Israel. Very well ranked in the worldwide range of academic institutions in the world. I will show you a little bit about Bar-Ilan. Okay, so can you see the presentation? Yes? Okay, great. Okay, so one moment, sorry. Okay, so as I said, Bar-Ilan University is one of the top 5 universities in Israel. We are located in the center of Israel, near Tel Aviv, between Ramat Gan and Bnei Brak, if you know the location. So it's very central. We are 45 minutes from Jerusalem. We were founded in 1955. Bar-Ilan University has been created by an American Orthodox movement. So the Jewish tradition is very present in the campus, but it's a university that you can meet everything: religious, non-religious, so Jews and non-Jews. So we are, as I said, in the top 2% of the world leading universities at the Shanghai World Ranking. We have international students, Israeli students, and we have 8 faculties. The Faculty of Medicine is located at the north of the country. It's not here in the center. It's near Tzfat, and we have the Faculty of Medicine. It's very big, and it's including a lot of research disciplines. So it's not a regular Faculty of Medicine. It's only for research. We have life science, engineering, humanities, Jewish studies, law, exact sciences, and social sciences. And there is all the Jewish studies, for example, is the biggest in the world, because not all the universities have a faculty as that. One of the things that is very important in Bar-Ilan University, it's not only academic research, it's not only teaching, but it's also impact. So for us, it's very important to make an impact to the community. For example, the Faculty of Law has a Jewish and Democratic Law Impact Research Center, but it's a clinic, several clinics of law that are taking care of the community, Israeli community, Olim, non-Jewish. So we have also the smart cities, it's an impact center that is collaborating with a lot of municipalities in Israel, as Ramat Gan, Petah Tikva, Tel Aviv, Be'er Sheva. Okay, so it's very important in our university. We propose degrees that are totally taught in English. Of course, most of the studies are in Hebrew, but we have also degrees in English. In undergraduate studies, we have English literature, linguistics, communication, political sciences, and a new one that is multidisciplinary BA in Jewish studies. In graduate studies, you can have a master in biblical studies, land of Israel studies and archaeology, religious and Middle Eastern politics. It's in the field of political science, classical studies, Jewish philosophy, creative writing in English literature, linguistics, and translation. And we have also in exact sciences, and engineering, we have electrical engineering, life science, brain science. It's one of the very special field in Bar-Ilan University, physics, and of course the international MBA. Okay, I'm not sure that we have time for a movie, but I will be glad to share this later to all the person who are interested. I will also put my contact details in the chat box, so you are invited to come to visit us, of course, and welcome. בהצלחה.
Thank you very much. It was good that all of you participated. As I said, your presentations, PowerPoint or whatever presentations, if you can, please upload them to our platform. That will be not just available for the offline people who would like to learn more about your institutions, but also for people who couldn't participate, or for Olim or people who are interested in Aliyah, that this platform from now on will be helping them as some sort of a knowledge center. And I see that there's no questions in the chat box, and it's fine. And I would like to thank you everyone for participating. תודה רבה.
I'm not sure if you asked.
Yeah, I saw that there's a question in the chat box. As an Ole, is there assistance with costs of an MBA? Anyone wants to take this question?
I can answer. It's not my. I cannot answer because it needs to be a formal answer of the Ministry of Absorption. I'm not sure if there is a representative here, Minala Studentim. But as my knowledge, there is an assistance. The procedure is that a person who is interested in academic studies is applying to a university, and in parallel, you have to address to the Ministry of Absorption to apply, to fill a file, and to make a request to have a scholarship for undergraduate or graduate study. They are examining, they are checking the request, and they are giving you an answer. But yes, at my knowledge, there is assistance.
I will say that we have the next session coming up is a student authority with Ministry of Aliyah and Integration, and I'm sure that there would be, it will be a good place to ask this question again. So if you're continuing to our next session, that's an opportunity. But if anyone else wants to answer, I saw that Ariel University answered in the chat box. In Ariel, there's full stipend. Anyone else? Okay. Thank you very much. I'll see you all, or whoever chooses to join us in our next session. Thank you.